Salute, Frank Bay live boxing, talking some boxing. You heard the news, $100 million man, Terrence Super Bud Snacford. Who called it? Who told you? Who got love for you? Like I said, Lord Chilaquiles. Frank Bay calls it again. I called the Ryan hate. Now Crawford is threatening retirement. Who said it first? Please let a player know. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I'm just like you guys. I'm on the ground floor. We at the bottom, starting at the bottom, on the way to the top, knocking these suckers out. You know what I'm saying, man? There's a lot of fakes and phonies out here, man, giving you that gutter trash, for the streets news. At Frank Bay, we keep it legit, keep it popping. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I do get emotional. You know what I'm saying? Emotional in the sense that, man, like hitting the lottery, right? I called it, Frank. But did I not? Who called it? Who told you what was going to happen before it happened? I don't know, man. You're a disgrace. I'm a disgrace, right? I don't know, man. That's just the way it seems out in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a lot of battles. Actually, it's not gonna be a lot of battles. You know what I'm saying? Because people are just gonna slide with the narrative, right? Bud can do what he wants. Snacford can do what he wants. Frank, huge upset possibly. They're saying the Cuban who fought yesterday, the gold medalist, lost to Rogelio Jimenez and got a gift. Shit, man. You guys know more boxing than me sometimes. I only caught the last. Are you talking about Pro Box? There was like Ben Whitaker. There's Pro Box. More power to Bud. How? It's a duck. It's a motherfucking duck. And don't tell me he earned it. Get the fuck out of here. You guys were saying when Canelo said the 250 million, you motherfuckers were like, I'm going to drop the link so you can hop on. If you want to hop on now, we can hash it out. But, when Canelo said it, when Virgil said it, it only seems like when certain people say it, demand a high price tag. Oh, you're a duck. But when it's Fraud May Runner who started that shit, or is now it's Snackford, oh, he earned it. Canelo doesn't even deserve a rematch, bro. It was a rematch clause. That's what they're reporting. It was a rematch clause. So obviously Canelo has it locked in that Crawford will be forced to retire or do the rematch. Similar to bet your house on it, Vaughn. See, that's the thing with these mopes. They talk all this big gang shit, right? All this big talk. You ain't about that, man. I'll pull up, man. But when it comes to put your money when your mouth is, bet your house on it. I know secretly in their hearts, they don't want the rematch. That's why this talk is coming out. In their hearts, I made the video. They're talking about it's a false sense of security. Daniel Kinahan paid Canelo hundreds of millions to go easy on his boy. You're a disgrace. Yep, I'm the black sheep, man. I'm the outcast. I live on the edge. You know what I'm saying? For going against Crawford and Snack narrative. They'll try to cancel your boy, but we're in it to win it. Rafael Espinoza versus Robisi, now possibly Rogelio Jimenez versus Alvarez. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, next week is I bet you left shit Canelo loses, bruh. I bet you're left shit. Look, man, they don't want it. I called it. They don't want it. Is the music too loud? Let me know. I could turn it up or turn it down. But, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I let him know what was going to happen. He's going to do the retirement talk, same as this is why we dominate. Yeah, man, they're saying that Canelo's going to get knocked out, but yet they don't need that he needs to bend the knee. Look like the rematch is in a fixed fight. Look, man, you can watch that fight. It was close. Shakur never got his get back versus Robisi. They don't want it, bro. They just want big paydays for easy money. I've been telling you this. They don't fight each other, and then they hustle the community, the boxing public. You know what that shit show Davina Hankey. You had David Benavidez and Bam showing up, showing out, knocking motherfuckers out. Then you had Davina Hankey, the American, stinking the joint out. A Canelo fanboy? Show me and point to me where I'm a Canelo fanboy. It sounds like you're, but like I said, if you want to hop on, you can hop on and say what you need to say. But I doubt you will or even prove receipts that you will bet the house that Canelo gets knocked out. Look, man, why is he talking retirement? It's his biggest payday. Frank, watch the Canelo fight, Bud fight in slow motion. Yeah, I watched it with the sound down, turn my back. side-eyed it, and I still had Canelo at a draw. Dude, they showed you one clip over and over again, over and over with that same replay, and then they said Canelo turned with it. But look, man, salute to Snacford, right? He won. He wants to ride off into the sunset, demand $100 million, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If you felt he dominated, if you felt he beat Canelo's ass, you feel that he will knock Canelo out, then it should be easy money. Why perpetuate this narrative and rumor that, oh, he can do what he wants, he can walk away, he doesn't need the rematch, but if he does, it's $100 million or no fight? That sounds like a duck to me. Yeah, they're scared. It's literally being in fear. Because it's what you either have, you have it one of two ways. You say that, hey, that's a duck, right? Or you bet your house on Crawford. If you're that confident, if these motherfuckers are that confident, then bet the motherfucking house. Prove yourself right. You understand what I'm saying? Put your money where your mouth is. Now, he called me a Canelo fanboy, but I don't see myself saying anything about Canelo every day. You know what I'm saying? Or saying what Canelo needs to do or doesn't need to do. He does what the fuck he wants. He priced himself out. Yeah, hit the like, man. Share the video, hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell, tell a friend. Exactly. Hit the notification. It's classic fraud may run of their tactics. But like I said, when Canelo does it, when Virgil does it, if anybody else does it, then it's a duck. And there's not money. There's no money like that. But all of a sudden, a guy who's all his pay-per-views flopped, all of a sudden he can command $100 million. And look, that's not the problem. Is people support it. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with nothing except people support the bullshit. Daniel Kinahan allegedly funded the Errol Spence and Crawford fight. Yeah, well, I mean, somebody's paying these guys a lot of money, and it's hard to say if they make it back or not because people don't buy the pay-per-views anymore. And they said there was a rumor Turkey Al-Sheikh is losing money. And who knows, man? Boxing is corrupt, is crooked. There's a lot of shady characters in the business. Juwan, I wonder what you are, Juwan. Saying why Canelo was about to get the big payday. Crawford is the A side, and you can get up and argue and point, but it's mute. If he's such the A side, then who can he fight and do the same numbers? Explain that to me. You can't. He's going to make that fighting who else? You can't explain that. See, you guys come in here with these BS narrators from these flunkies like this fake coach, right? He's a fake coach. I don't know if anybody's ever vouched for him, but they talk like this. I mean, it's not hard to see, right? It's not hard. It's not hard to see. How he laughs.
I just got through looking at a video that Bernie the Boxer shot.
So Bernie the Gopher, this is like Snackford's little coffee boy, right? You know what I'm saying? He fetches his coffee and condoms. You know what I mean? He washes Snackford's balls. This is another he massages Crawford legs in cars at night, right?
Shout out to my man Bernie over there in Omaha, man.
But like and subscribe these guys.
Shout out to him, man. Bernie pretty much, as you guys know, Saul Canelo Alvarez is being reported that Saul Canelo Alvarez wants to fight.
So Canelo is invoking his rematch clause because he has a clause, right? So Snackford is contractually obligated. Don't get it twisted. He doesn't have a choice. It's either rematch Canelo or retire. The cartel bosses threatened Canelo to take the fight against Crawford. Allegedly. You always got to say allegedly, but I don't know, man. There's been crazier things, right? But let's finish with this.
The rematch with Terrence Bud Crawford, currently the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. So now, according to Bernie, this is what Bernie said that Bud told him, according to Crawford. Bernie said that in order if Canelo want that rematch,
like
he
I
got to
said,
get paid $100 million. Meaning
$100 million, because like I told you guys before, I said this. I don't know, it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. The video's in there. Hit the like. Rematch clause. That's what they're saying. Canelo chose to be an employee for an Arab. Well, I mean, shit, man. It's hard to turn down that much money. But Crawford is a bigger fraud than both. You know, they're older fighters. It's hard to say. It's hard to say who's the bigger fraud. They're both older fighters, and that's just genuinely how the sport works, right? The young fighters feed on the old fighters, and that's how you make a name for yourself. That's just the way it is, you know. But let's continue with this fake coach. No, I've never heard anybody call him a coach. He doesn't train anybody, so how? He's just a fake coach. Anybody remember that fake fraud coach Eddie? He coaches badminton.
Bud got to get paid $100 million. Now, and guess what? I told him the same. It's amazing that Bernie said that, because I told Bud that prior to Bernie coming out.
See how sassy he sounds? He said, I told.
Hey, yo, piece of the family.
I told Bud that.
I just got through looking at a video that Bernie the boxer shot.
Shit,
Shout out to my man Bernie over there in Omaha, man.
And they're condoning it. Let's see what Juwan says. Y'all Canelo fans just mad because he didn't win. He got beat by a little man. He wasn't the he was the bigger man. Look, man, your head is in the sand. You don't want to acknowledge this. He's Snacford. Canelo's kryptonite is the black man. He stands no chance against Crawford, man. Let him bet the house. Let's see how confident they are. Bud tender number 1. Bud defense in here. Yeah, they have to, man. That's,
hey,
I don't know if it's like
family.
Being on code or,
I just got
or what
to
have
looking
you.
at a video that Bernie the boxer
But that's
shot.
just how
Shout
it
out to my
goes, you know.
Man Bernie over there in Omaha,
Damn it.
man. Bernie the boxer. Shout out to him, man. Bernie pretty much, as you guys know, Saul Canelo Alvarez is being reported that Saul Canelo Alvarez won.
You bet 1,000. Bet your motherfucking house, you bum. You got 1,000 from shoplifting? Like, come on. Show your check. Bet a month's worth of checks if you work, if you got a job. You know what I'm saying? You won't. You're frauds. Just like Snacford, you're glazing them. This guy wrestling with Bud. Yeah. They oil wrestle or mud wrestle.
Wants to fight the rematch with Terrence Bud Crawford, currently the undisputed super middleweight champion.
Salute Mars. Salute. Top rank makers were terrified to put Crawford against Pacquiao. Yeah, and then he disrespects Pacquiao, saying that he doesn't give him credit. So I don't give him credit. He said because Pacquiao was a cheat, and basically he was suspicious. So that motherfucker's suspicious. But bro, I said this shit before it happened. You can't bet your mudhud's worthless.
So
look, man,
now,
I'll drop the link. You guys can hop
Bernie,
on and say what you need to say.
This is what Bernie said that Bud told him.
No, chilaquiles.
Bernie said that in order if Canelo want that rematch, he got to get paid $100 million. Meaning Bud got to get paid $100 million. Now, and guess what? I told him the same.
See how sassy he was? I told him the same thing. No, you didn't. Stop. See, these guys lie so much. They just like they're like snakes. They just they eat each other alive. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll turn on each other. One day, I promise you, this fake coach will turn on Bud, or Bud won't give him an interview.
It's amazing that Bernie said that, because I told Bud that prior to Bernie coming out.
See how fake he is? Can you see like he's making it up? I told him prior to. Bro, I make $35 an hour. Then look, if you do, post your pay stub and post your bet slip. How about 3 months worth of check? I won't even tell you bet your house on it. Put 3 months. If you're that confident, bet it all. And you won't. You can't.
Saying it publicly. I'm like, look, according to what y'all said, what we heard, Canelo got paid $100 million or something of that sort to fight Crawford. Crawford reported that he only made $10 million. But I'm telling you, he made more than that. He
They say he made $50 million. I don't know. Who knows it's hard to say how much they make. I think they exaggerate, for the public. So the public, start arguing about it. But hit the like, hit the link, subscribe, share.
He made way more than that. You know what I mean? It's being reported also that Crawford made $50 million to fight Canelo Alvarez. And I'm saying, okay, look.
So fair use. So
he was
he's saying $50 million. Now he's saying $50 million. And again, so you're going to match it? I'm not the one saying that it's going to happen, dumbass. See, this is how dumb you people are. You Snacford Glazers are just full of, you got his snack juice all up in your nose, all in your throats, all in your booty hole, on your toenails. You like to wrestle with them. This is how dumb you are. You're making the claim, and he wants to retire, and you condone it. What did I say? Am I saying Canelo's gonna kick his ass? I'm not saying just I did. I said hop on, tell him drop the link, and I'll drop the link. But I'm just cooking right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to flame him up.
That Crawford is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. If Canelo want to run it back, guess what? Crawford got to get the $100 million. Now, again.
So where does it make sense that he gets $100 million? That was a favor from his sugar daddy. He's never been worked at, never made it. People argued and said that, when they're talking about the Norman Ennis, even though they ducked each other, he's asking for that. He never made it. Well, when did Crawford? See, they'll flip the narrative when it suits them. That's how you know when they're full of shit. They will flip-flop. When Canelo said 250 to fight Benavidez, oh my God, it's a duck. But now that Crawford's saying it, because he only has one choice, if what they're saying is true. Again, a lot of this shit is jive turkey talk. You know what I'm saying? It's just flibbity flobbity flu, jive talk. They just run their mouth, bro. They just run their mouth. I don't know. It's like the Normans and Haynes. I don't know. They're all like ex-rappers, you know what I'm saying? So when they get a mic, they just say anything that comes to mind. It don't have to make sense. It don't have to be true. It's whatever makes, whatever sounds good.
It's up to Turkey. Whatever Bud can negotiate, that's fine. But guess what? And I know Canelo.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, it's like they try to confuse you. They just, you know what I'm saying? And they fool a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's hustle talk. You know what I'm saying? Street talk. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Got this bag for you. I got this Rolex in my car. Come look. Yeah. And when you don't fall for it, you see their eyes, their brain like try to work, and it starts spinning and they're confused. And it just throws them off track. You know what I'm saying? Just the facts, sir.
Canelo's the bigger draw. That ain't the point. The point is you lost. He lost to the
So did you see what he just said? He said bigger draw. It don't matter. You lost. You see how that works? So now it doesn't matter that Canelo brings the eyes and the money. Now it's about you won or who lost. When that factually that's not what it amounts to. Canelo gonna practice for the Crawford match, hitting the punch shield with his flat feet. he was close, but who knows? It hurts him admitting Canelo's the bigger draw. They don't want it. See, that's the difference. They don't want it.
The guy
they
that
don't want the fight.
Beat you. He showed that he was levels above you.
So levels now is a 115, 113 is a close fight. That's levels. There was the AI judge. Now, I'm not saying AI is perfect, but if the AI is the future, right? I use it, you use it, we're all going to use it. We're unknowingly using it. Hit the like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? The AI had it a draw. But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're delusional or stupid. It could be delusion, right? It's like when you say so much bullshit, you just really start to believe your own bullshit. That's just how it works.
Canelo. So now guess what? He needs to get levels above you pay. That's just the reality of the situation. He made 50 his last fight. You know what I mean? I know he said he made 10, but it is what it is. They say he made, from what I've learned, he made 50. And Canelo made 100. And then now guess what? They need to flip it. And
why do they need to flip it? What has he given any facts except, well, he won. He barely won. Let's keep it 100. See, they're trying to say that he dominated so that they can get that money or try to dissuade people that it's not a duck. Do you understand what I'm saying? Bones, Canelo has nothing for him. Well, if he had nothing the first time and it was a draw, we want to see the fight. Look, man, see that, it doesn't matter. See, a Canelo fanboy, if I'm accused or we're accused, whoever, doesn't want to see it either. Because it's like, damn, they don't want to get embarrassed. But I want to see what happens. It's not going to affect me. Boxing's still going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Frank Bates still going to be here. And we're going to keep talking boxing. There's just much more. Bob Pitbull's fighting. Virgil Ortiz. Marco Verde. It's a long list, man. Ryan Garcia maybe can beat Haney again or lose. I don't know. But, We just have to see the fights.
If Canelo want to make 100, fine, no problem with that. But guess what? You got to pay Crawford 100. The $100 million man. Let him see what it feel like to get paid $100 million. It's as simple as that.
Crawford was never lineal. It's still the biggest fight. Yeah, I agree. It's still the biggest fight. Bud not gonna fight anyone else. He's gonna retire. Yeah, he'll most likely retire, and he'll get a pass, and that's fine. You're Mexican, and he lost badly. And again, the scores don't reflect that. When I watched the fight, I didn't see him get dominated. There's maybe 1 or 2 instances where he looked bad, but it was by no means a domination. You know what I'm saying? We could watch the fight together, and you can show me where he got dominated. That's what I'm saying to these guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not an argument. It's not a battle. It's just saying, hey, man, that's why it's called judging, because it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like. Now they make excuses not to face Canelo. But see, that's what I said was going to happen, bro. It's controlling the narrative. And anywhere you go, you listen to other people, wherever you're going to go, they're going to defend it.
If Canelo want that fight again with Crawford, if Turk Al-Sheikh tell him, look, Canelo, we only have 150 million for this fight. Crawford wants 100. If you want to fight him, take 50. See what Canelo says. And if Canelo believes he can beat him, take that and beat him.
Okay, so now they're saying that Canelo has to bend the knee. And that's really what it's about. It's like you have to bend the knee. You have to do what we say. And you see these tactics that the Davina Hankies, the Shakiras, and they get away with it. That's my point, bro. I'm saying that the Virgil Ortizes, the Canelos, Benavides, Bam Bam, they need to start doing the same thing. Start playing the way these guys play. Manipulate boxing just how they manipulate it. It's working. Canelo needs to pay. Where's his daddy Turkey? Well, I don't think Turkey. Why would he do that? He doesn't want to do that. You don't just give money away. It's like burning money. It's like throwing it down the drain. Both guys probably get less. But to say and demand, and Canelo needs to bend the knee, that just sounds like duck talk. And for people to defend it, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how you can explain it. There's no world where it's justified if you base it on dollars and cents. So Canelo's supposed to make more money in a rematch even though he lost? Well, no, that's not what they're saying. You're missing Bones. The point is that Crawford is ducking. He's trying to outprice himself and say Canelo needs to take less. Why would Canelo has his own deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh. It's not going to matter. See, that's where people are missing the plot. Canelo has his own deal. It is up to Turkey Al-Sheikh to give Crawford what he wants. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Canelo is already locked in for what he's locked in for. So this is just a false narrative. You're drinking the juice, as they say. I don't know how else to explain it. Turkey has his own. Canelo, if anybody, doesn't need it. He can come back and make the same amount of money, 150. He has a deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Turkey Al-Sheikh, if he wants to make a move, still pretty much needs him. This is the plot.
You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is, fam. I mean,
no,
that's the reality of the situation. I hope Bud get his money. You dig? Catch you guys on the next.
You dig? See, that's their whole thing, man. I'm here to clear it up. I'm here to clear the air, man. You gotta see the forest from the trees, man. You gotta see when people are hustling you, when it's a con, when it's fake, when it's a narrative. Why do they always say that? Because it's jive talk, it's hustle talk, flippity flab floob. You know what I'm saying? If I talk slick and fast, then I'm pretty much conning people. That's what people do when they hustle and con. They talk fast, hoping you don't catch on. Fact, 400 M's is already locked in for 4 fights. It's up to Turkey. Exactly. See, that's the plot. Bro, then bet on Crawford is getting stopped. Fanboys are going to be on the watch. Look, man, it's boxing. Shit happens. But we want to see. Fanboys, I think, would be the opposite. They don't want to see Canelo do it. You dig, no dig. They don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid. Most Mexicans who become the most protected in Mexican domestic level, well, every fighter, if they have pedigree, is protected on one level or another. You see what I'm saying? Frank Paisa, salute, sketching. Yeah, that's why he talks like that, to manipulate. If you talk smart, they won't understand. Yeah, if you talk clear, precise, and logical, they cannot flim flam. flame you, hustle you, you know what I'm saying? Talk to you and pick your pocket. Canelo is the bigger draw, but not the see. Now you heard that motherfucker say it, so now you want to say it. So what? How does Snacford fool you guys in this hustle? They don't want Canelo to get through. I've been saying that. It's like, look, I told you guys, it's one or the other, right? Oh, he knocks Canelo like Juwan says. Oh, he knocks him out. Da 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 da. Then bet the house on it. But when Crawford says 100 million, oh yeah, he don't need to prove nothing. He don't need to prove nothing. Oh yeah, he could walk away. It's like, which one is it? Do you want to make money on your idol? You bootlickers? You want to massage his balls and make a milli? Bet your house on it? Bet your grandma's house on it? Bet your mama house on it? Or no? If you're so confident, it makes so much sense, then I want to see it. Drawing power doesn't matter if you're a foreigner. It depends who wants to pay. They listen to that clown who was a duck himself telling you they don't want the fight. And I told them, I'll drop the link. You can come up and explain how it's not a duck. Right? You have to explain how it's not a duck because we know what it is. Again, how can you bet your life on it? No, I wouldn't tell anybody bet your life on it. But if you bet enough, you bet your house and you lose, it could be. You know what I'm saying? Gambling is not good, guys. You should not really gamble. I don't advise it. But I'm saying these guys, these Snacford agents, these Bud Glazers, I think you got a gambling problem, bro. Nothing wrong with picking Crawford up it about betting. No, I only gamble if it's a sure thing. But I said the people that are saying Crawford knocks him out, I'm telling them to bet the house on it. Because if Canelo comes in an underdog, I'll bet some money on Canelo. I want to make some money. That's what it's about. If I don't think a fighter that I like, Tio and Shakur, I wouldn't bet on Teofimo because he could easily get robbed. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's just how it works, man. It's not about macho. See, people could hustle you. Oh, you don't believe. You're a fool if you get hustled, right? If you bet your house, you're a fool. Without, I don't know. Most black fighters terrified of Darius Mizkoshevsky. Yeah. You know what it is? They don't want to go overseas. American fighters, Fraud Mayweather, Roy Jones, they got robbed in the Olympics, so they felt like they don't want to go overseas and rob. You know what I'm saying? So here, this is guy, Blue Bud Boxing, fair use. So he's talking about what I had posted. Let's see what this dude has
I'm
to
in
say.
my Ozempic era.
He's talking about
I'm back.
so these guys are Bud
love.
Snacford agents.
So, shouts out to Bernie the boxer.
So Bernie
He
the
did an
boxer,
interview.
like I said, this guy's his gopher, his ball sacker, massager.
To which Bernie the boxer made a statement that's going viral. And shouts out to Coach Malachi because he informed the pound for pound king.
So these guys, see, dude, I told you what these guys are going to do. They're going to unite and give you this false narrative. You saw Low IQ latest video. He hating on David. He's been a David hater. It has something to do with the PBC and all that weird shit. But bro,
The 5-division
called
undefeated world champion, the 3-division undisputed world champion, first ballot Hall of Famer superstar boxer, Terrence Bud Crawford, who has 42 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout, coming off the biggest win of his career.
Yeah.
September of this year, when successful, accomplished Mexican fighter in boxing history. And Canelo was 63 wins, 3, but Canelo was the undisputed champion. That he gets the lion's share. Now, it was reported the gate did 45
So he's talking about the numbers and how much it did.
with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. Okay? That's guaranteeing him a specific amount of purse. So Terrence Crawford is saying, listen, I came out on top, paid heavily.
So so they're just controlling the narrative. They want him to get
and
paid
as
heavily.
he should.
See, there it is. That's what I'm
And
looking for. As he should.
To get paid heavily, and as he should.
Based on what?
And so he's demanding
I don't understand
that for this rematch with Canelo, because Canelo has now activated the rematch clause.
Yeah, see, he activated the rematch class, so he's cornering Snacford, and Snacford. It's either retire or do the rematch. See, Canelo's not gonna let him get another fight in, right, or another cycle. If I were Canelo, it looks like what Canelo's trying to do is get the fight earlier than anticipated, right? Snacford thought he had a year to cycle, so if Canelo can catch him in the next couple months, then he won't be as strong as he will. Are you guys following me? Who cares what he wants? If Bud don't want to fight, just say they don't want the fight. It won't be enough time. He needs over a year to get ready. Why do you think he doesn't fight? He needs that cycle.
And pursuing the rematch, right?
So see, do you peep that? Canelo's trying to catch him early. Canelo's trying to get him in the ring, probably by so Canelo is better than Crawford. We don't know. That's why they fight. Snacford is overrated. If he, again, Juwan, if he's so much better, then why is all this duck talk? If it's so easy and it was such easy money, then just go in and fight him. Why do you need so much time? See, you guys don't want to believe. You guys believe the lies. You don't want to believe what I'm saying. It hurts your ears to hear that he's a snack agent, that he needs a full year.
Right. With that said, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh understands that Terrence Crawford's value is extremely high.
Okay, he's saying that Snackford's value is high. If value was so high, then he should just get right back in the ring, right? He should be able to do it on his own. He doesn't need Canelo, right? If that's true, why do you need so much time and money? Well, it's the time, right? He needs a full year to get on what he needs. You got to understand how it works, man.
And he'll be 39 this September.
Sugar Ray Leonard did the same thing to Roberto Duran. He in their rematch, he pulled him right off the couch. You know, there's been other instances. I think it was Margarito when he fought Mosley. He got Margarito like right back in the ring right after a tough fight, and Mosley had been out a year and a half. Robbed but not beat.
Right. So again, he deserves to get compensated.
Yeah,
now,
there's nothing wrong with that. The
question is going to be, is this rematch going to sell?
Well, it'll do okay. I don't think it'll sell like the first one. So if you're saying it's not going to sell, then why does it need 100 million?
Canelo Alvarez. And he can get a legacy fight at middleweight to now, I don't want to say pad his stats, but make him a 4-division undisputed champion. Alvarez did 45,800,000. As I'm saying, right? You know, it was very successful. Now, because
he's
of the
just
way
basically saying that.
So with that said, you saw what you saw.
We've seen it was close,
and it only gets worse for Canelo.
See, here's the part: it only gets worse for Canelo.
It's a stylistic matchup issue. Period. So this is the numbers right there, as you can see.
It only gets worse. This is what they believe. This is what Juwan believes.
What is it worth to Terrence Crawford to rematch him, other than to knock out Canelo, do something that has never been done, knock him down, and get a bag? Well, you deserve to get $100 million.
So they're saying that it's not worth it for salute. They're saying it's not worth it for Crawford. That's what they're saying. They're saying it's not worth it for him. So after all that, now he's saying he's going to retire.
Look out, 'cause here I come.
It's your boy.
So now the headline is Crawford planning retirement now. Wow, that'd be crazy if he retired.
So, shout out to Bernie the Boxer once again.
So this Bernie the
gopher, the pound for pound king, his close friend, 5-division world champion,
What does it take him so long to speak?
undefeated,
Shut
and
up.
lose to Terrence Crawford may not be stepping back in the ring. He has informed
Oh
His
my, they're
Excellency
hurt.
Turkey Al-Sheikh, if he does step back in the ring, it's going to require him to garner at least $100 million. But not just for the rematch with Saul Canelo Alvarez, another first ballot Hall of Fame,
So not just for the rematch. This is interesting.
another 4-division champion, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and arguably the greatest Mexican fighter, definitely the most accomplished and successful Mexican. At 38 years old, right? Now, Terrence Crawford, nothing to lose and nothing to gain.
So they're saying he's saying that Terrence Crawford has nothing to gain and everything to lose. Now it's flipped.
For a rematch with Canelo, he has everything to lose and nothing to gain.
He has everything to lose and nothing to gain. So I guess running it back with the guy who gave you a chance, right? You're just gonna run off and duck, and they condone it. And this is pretty much the video what he says. Terrence Crawford has nothing to gain. Yeah, it was a close fight. If he whooped him, he knocked him out, then you wouldn't. But they know they don't want the fight. Look, it's pretty clear to me.
Right? Outside of knocking Canelo out, we already seen him dominate Canelo out.
So outside of knocking Canelo out, now it's a domination. A close fight is a domination now, right? 115, 113. The AI had a draw. It was a domination. These guys are delusional.
Okay.
And I
Now,
called
if he
it.
knocks Canelo out, that's impressive. Or he drops Canelo, that would be impressive. And Canelo's coming off of surgery and already lost 9 rounds to 3, 10 rounds to 2 to Canelo.
So this is what he tells guys like Juwan. He lost 9-3, 10-2, even though that's not what the fight reflected and the scores didn't reflect that. Nobody left that fight saying it was an action-packed Omega fight. You know what I'm saying? But see, they'll listen to this and be like, yeah, that's right, man. He got dominated. Do you understand the hypnosis and the brainwashing that goes on? And it's not just them, it's everybody. Everybody, everywhere you go, and you try to tell them, bro, 7-5. AI judges had it 114, 114. Oh, okay, yeah, that's smart. Duh. Hello. I'm glad you helped me out. See, this is why I do it, man. Because you guys helped me out. Yeah, he takes hella fucking long, dude.
I mean, to Terrence Crawford, there's nothing else for him to prove.
Again, he's just gonna hypnosis. It's that flippity flop, jive talk, fast jive talk, turkey, dog chilaquiles to hypnotize you to make you believe some bullshit, and they know they're bullshitting. He's bullshitting. Look at his face; it's twisted.
Against Canelo Alvarez, Canelo has everything to gain. See,
Canelo has everything to gain. He had nothing to gain the first time. And he won't gain much the second time if he wins. They'll say, oh, Crawford was old. And he's going to get to that. He's going to say it.
they're always going to make excuses for Canelo. He was old.
See, making excuses for Canelo, we want to see the fight. We want to see the fight. Why are you trying to tell us every reason not to? I'm not saying Crawford should get 100 M's, but he definitely should get the bigger purse. Based on what? You're delusional. I asking you think fuck all that snack shit you talking, all that duck talk skill, but he doesn't want the fight, motherfucker. Are you brain dead? Are you fucking brain dead, Juwan? Hit the link and don't be a hater and hit the like. But I'm serious. Are you fucking brain dead? You literally have to be. He's a snack agent. Why do you dismiss it? Because you know it's true, motherfucker.
Old. He was injured. He ain't the same guy. There's always going to be excuses. He'll get a pass. Terrence Crawford, if he loses.
Didn't I say it? So Canelo, if he loses, he gets a pass. Nobody gave him a pass. He's washed. He sucks. Everybody here is like, nah, Canelo sucks.
He's not going to get a pass. He has everything to lose and nothing to gain outside of a mega bag. And he's well in his right. And I salute him. Yes, you should stand on your square and say, I need $100 million. Canelo got $100 million. I just beat him. Why am I rematching him? I'm putting everything on the line.
You're not putting anything on the line. Canelo had nothing to gain by giving you the fight. Frank, can you explain why he needs a year to fight again? Yeah, he needs the year. He needs it. He hasn't fought in a single year any more than once in like 5 years. But do you hear the duck talk?
And he's still going to get 100 and I'm still going to get 50? Now, 50 million is nothing to sneeze at. But in this scenario, it is. Now, the thing is, Bernie says, overall, when I went back and rewatched it, overall, he has nothing else to prove. He wants to see.
So there it is. He has nothing to prove. Couldn't have a Canelo said the same thing? He has nothing left to prove. When Canelo did say that, oh, he's a duck. He's a duck. Right? And look, man, I'm just telling you how one side spins a narrative and the other side, they can't get away with it. He will get a pass. They took Canelo off the pound for pound. Well, look, man, they're just condoning it. They don't want it. They're afraid. I told you that.
See him retire. He should retire. And again, I don't have an issue with that either. I would love to see Terence Crawford fight at middleweight, 160. Janibek is fighting Lara.
Who the fuck wants to see Terence Crawford versus Janibek? Nobody asked for that. Do you guys ever remember that? Why not be, why not man up and pull up to 168 and defend those undisputeds, which he's never done. Because he's afraid. He's afraid.
This upcoming Saturday, December 6th, for 3 belts will be on the line. Fight the winner of that. Or fight and beat the winner of that in May against Carlos Adames. Become undisputed. Division undisputed champion. That will never be topped. I'm hard pressed to see anybody at welterweight. He's now.
So he's just defending him
with Canelo. Something like that, right? And become undisputed there. That will still make Jaron Ennis a 5-division champion.
So there it is, man. These guys, man, they just hustle. I respect it. I respect that they're able to hustle, brain dead people like Juwan, who's been in the chat. Salute, hit the like. I dropped the link if anybody wants to glaze Crawford. Right? But I can't say I didn't tell you, man. I called it because I know this shit. I know it in the sense that, like, when you see clouds, it's gonna rain, right? When someone starts to jive talk me and give me some bullshit, I can see it. You understand what I'm saying? It's not hard to see these motherfuckers coming from a mile away. And look, man, you know what? Most likely he's just gonna duck out and retire. You know what I mean? And he'll get he'll get a pass. It's fine. It's fine. It's nothing wrong with it. But me, I want to see the fight. I mean, Canelo already has a deal with Turki Al-Sheikh, so he may come back and fight. But this is the video I did, Bud Crawford to duck Canelo, and I did it. I don't know. I did it days ago. Let's see. I disagree with that. The fight was close, bro. Quit saying my name. I never said Crawford dominated Canelo. Yeah, you did. You said he gets knocked out next time. Your name is in the Juwan. Is that not your name? Is not? How am I supposed to identify you then? Other than being a Snacford glazer. Right? I said bet the house. You said you'll bet the house. So bet the motherfucking house. Hit the link. Hop on it and tell me where I'm wrong. Can you point to tell me where I'm wrong? That's all I want to know. Is Crawford not ducking? So as you see, it's been announced. Canelo Crawford. And they take their shirts. Did he want Canelo Alvarez again? I do remember him being on a podcast, going after a podcaster, because he said that Terence Crawford should fight Benavidez, that he should defend his undisputed. And Cheeto Bomac got very angry, got very upset, and said that Terence Bud Crawford can do whatever he wants. Bernie the gopher. Now, people will say, oh yeah, he steps need to do it. Sounds like a lot of protection. That's what I just said. It sounds like a lot of protection. I said it before these guys were going to do it. It's not hard to see, man. It's so easy. It's so easy a caveman could do it, right? It's so easy that a child could do it. Bro, these guys are all the same. They just hustle people. That's all it is. It's just a hustle. It's just a con. You know, boxing is a hustle in itself. Bro, boxing, this is the way boxing works. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these guys just do these things to get more money, and it's cool. I understand. Like if Crawford's playing a game and he's just doing it for a bag, that's fine. I understand. I don't fault them. I think every boxer should do it. But I mean, we can't give them a pass and not call it a duck when they do it. When I was watching this fight, I was like, I knew it would be rigged after 5 rounds. I had a 4-1. Bud wasn't doing anything. He didn't do anything. I wish we could watch the fight because I'll show you that he didn't do anything. He literally did nothing but stick his tongue out the first few rounds. You know what I'm saying? Yes, let's do it. Yeah, I want to do it, but I want to do it with these guys who just glaze them to no fucking end. He gets the bigger purse because he beat him. Based on what? Because he beat him? That's not how it works. Because here's the problem. Canelo don't sucks. Bud is just a better fighter skills. What the hell do you all be watching? I watched the fight and Crawford didn't do anything. I'll bet you $50 we could watch the fight and you can tell me where he dominated, where he beat him so easily. And I bet you will not be able to do it. And getting the bigger purse doesn't do just because you lost. Like Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley beat Manny Pacquiao. He didn't get a bigger purse. What the fuck are you smoking? Stop smoking crack, man. That's not how it works. It's whoever brings the most money, who brings the most eyeballs. It's clearly duck talk, and you're trying to not believe what you're hearing, and you're shocked because you haven't heard anybody tell you the truth. That's the problem with you. And like this guy says with the video, if they do Canelo Crawford 2, niggas taking out loans to bet the Bud KO. Only Juwan's a weenie. He not a real one. He ain't willing to do it. But a lot of these motherfuckers will. And I want them to. I hope and pray. I really do. I hope and pray they do it again. And you're going to see these motherfuckers shitting bricks. Yeah, DJ, salute. Hit the like. Yes, 100 million. Yes, ask for what you want, Bud. You the man. I don't know what this guy talking about. Who the fuck are you? His son? You can't tell these immaterials young when they're fighting 15, 20 rounds. Get no money. Thank you, Flo. What the fuck? Yeah, you're a crack baby. See, all you can do is present crack baby arguments. I agree with you about that. I don't want to see exactly. But at least just say what it is. It's a duck. He has to retire if it is true what this guy is saying. It's a contractual obligation because that's what Canelo would do. He can't go fight Janabek. He has to retire or face Canelo. So that's why if he's calling Turkey Ali and saying, yeah, I'm only fighting 100 million, he knows it's not going to happen. And Canelo's not going to bend the knee. You guys are smoking crack. Trying to say Canelo needs to do something different. What? Are you guys fucking stupid? You have to be literally brain dead to think Canelo's going to do anything other than what he has with Turkey. He has his own deal. These ninjas usually have a skill advantage and reach advantage over Mexicans. Canelo stands no chance. Well, that's not what the first fight said, man. And a lot of times it's about heart and grit and punching power. Floyd Mayweather beat you all day long running that ring. Fraud Mayweather fighting Conor McGregor and Berto. You're smoking crack. You're a crack baby. I'm surprised you can formulate a sentence. It's the hypnosis, Frank. Yeah, it's just jive talk. They just get fooled by the propaganda. They don't have enough brain processing power to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You have to have enough protein in your brain. You have to have these things in your brain to process the information. You know, numbers, stats, being able to think clearly and logically. Canelo sold out. I moved on. Yeah, I understand. He lost a lot of people money, man. A lot of people are upset, and I get that. I wouldn't, you know what? I wouldn't think otherwise. I was disappointed as well. I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't. Bud got so confused when Canelo made him come to him. He got hit by the jab. Yeah, I can't really, I'm trying, but I can't really understand them. And I mean that on every single level. I can't understand their lack of reasoning, their lack of brain power. Canelo didn't have brain processing ability against Crawford. Look, man, it is what it is, but we got to see it. But see, that's what I'm saying, man. Bones. If these people were so sure and so positive, why are they okay with the retirement? Why are they okay with clear duck talk? Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. It's like I had a cousin. He used to tell me, right? We'd go to the club, and there's, you know, seeing the fine women, right? And I'd be like, yo, let's go talk to these chicks. He goes, oh man, no, man, I don't need to. He's like, you know what I'm saying? I let the bitches come to me. I'm like, bro, we gotta go talk to him. Nah, it's too easy. I said, too easy? Yeah, man, them bitches too easy. I don't need to talk to him. That's what he used to tell me. And then I was like, you know what? This motherfucker's afraid. He's telling me it's too easy because he doesn't want to get rejected. And he said that every time. It's too easy. Oh, these bitches are too easy. I don't need to talk. I said, what? It's clear that's something, an excuse you made up. Because if it was that easy, you'd go hammer it, right? Could guarantee Canelo will hurt Bud in the rematch. I hope it looked like it's not gonna happen. Same way Floyd Mayweather retired from De La Hoya because there was a rematch clause and he waited it out. Bro, that's just how this shit works, man. You got to see how they manipulate it. He was an incel, man. Yeah, he was just a sucker. But it wasn't even that. It's just he acted tough as fuck. He was like, he used to say, if when I went up and I talked to a girl and if I got rejected, he acted like I was a fool. He would try to clown. I'm like, bitch, at least I have enough guts to go talk to him. Your bitch ass would never approach a woman. He said he had all these bitches, but we never seen him. He just said, oh, it's too easy. Like, bro, that sounds like a false sense of security. You're just saying that so you can mask your afraidness, like these guys are doing. So on one hand, Snacford has everything to lose, nothing to gain. But if they do fight, he obviously knocks Canelo out. But then he don't need to prove it. So they just want to sit there and say, yeah, he knocks Canelo out easy. He dominated. Oh, then rematch? Nah, he don't need to prove it. Do you see how ignorant that is? No, I didn't see that. I mean, he might have been tired, but I didn't see him get wobbled or rocked. Look, man, it's judging. We all see different things. Hit the like. I dropped the link. But look, man, you gotta see the forest from the trees. Which one is it? Crawford can do what he see. That's the duck talk. Canelo has done it for years. Well, then see, why are you being a hypocrite? If Crawford can do what he wants and Canelo did it, then now he you didn't like when Canelo did it, but now that Crawford, now you like it when he does it. Do you see how ignorant you are? Y'all not favorite fighter got what? He doesn't have shit. He doesn't have shit. What are you so afraid of? What is he so afraid of? Yeah, remember, Frank, they said Canelo won't take the rematch because he's scared. Yeah, they said that too. I'm glad you said it. But now they're saying he don't. Exactly, bro. These guys are ignorant. They just flip-flop and lie and believe any narrative that comes their way that fits what they want to believe. But if someone like me says something, yeah, see, but that's the clip they showed over and over. I played it. I don't care. Boxing, because I understand. Break down the actual fight. I've always challenged and did not. Snacford was able to overcome, and then he transformed. A lot of questions are going to be coming up. False sense of security. A lot of questions will be answered. Will Terrence Bud Crawford step up to the plate? Will Canelo Alvarez transform? People are asking him to find a new trainer. You know, you can't make it up because they see Canelo motivated and fearless. It got him nervous. Well, no, I mean, everybody's doubting him. I'm doubting him. Bud even said Canelo was just rolling with it. Yeah, that's what happened. Hit the like. The narrative after the fight was Canelo was scared of the rematch. Yeah, I mean, look, man, these guys are going to just say whatever fits their fucking narrative. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like, hit the link. Don't be a hater. But the truth is in the title of the Flame On. Salute, hit the like. Bud Crawford. Yeah, man, I said it was gonna happen. Now they're coming out and formulating every narrative that they can, right? And this is what I said. The internet lives forever. Boxing will never leave you. You know what I'm saying? It can't. It'll never die. As much as they wanted to.
Salute to you. Thank you for the opportunity. I want to return the opportunity, by the way. You're welcome. Let's not get too out our own skin, because I am the undisputed champion who spanked you, right, in Las Vegas in an Allegiant Stadium in front of 70,000 plus people. So I'm going to show you the love you showed me and return a favor to you. Stay in your lane. Be humble. Don't get out of your character, because I don't need you like that.
Come on now, brother.
And let's
one bag of.
I don't need you like that. See how jive turkey they talk? Who's your favorite fighter now? Virgil Ortiz, Bam Bam, David Benavidez. Real fighters, go for the real knockouts. I'm probably sure you like Davina Hanke, the Hug Meister. Bud Tender's out mad. Yeah, man. They're gonna go crazy if I say anything. If I talk to people, dude, watch. I'm gonna get canceled. They're gonna fucking boot me. So Canelo should still be the A side. Yeah. Bones. When Manny Pacquiao lost to Tim Bradley, who was the A side? When Manny Pacquiao fought Marquez lost, who was still the A side? That's how it works, dude. You got to see that it's duck talk. I know you're mad at Canelo. A lot of people are, but you can't let feelings get in the way of the truth. It's just being reasonable. Be reasonable, man. If it's so easy for Snacford, why don't they want it? Don't you think they would want it if it's so easy?
All I'm offering is the truth.
And say, listen, bro, salute to you. Thank you for the opportunity. I want to return the opportunity, by the way. You're welcome. Let's not get too out our own skin, because I am the undisputed champion who spanked you, right, in Las Vegas in an Allegiant Stadium in front of 70,000 plus people. So I'm going to show you the love you showed me and return a favor to you. Stay in your lane. Be humble. Don't get out of your character, because I don't need you like that.
Come on.
Bro, they just say this shit over and over to each other, and they believe it. Eddie Reynoso also gave him horrible advice. Bud Duckford, yeah. Bones, Canelo isn't Manny is an all-time great. Canelo's a fraud. Well, maybe that's true, maybe that's not. If that's how you feel, I understand. But it's still how it works, dude. The guy, he has his own contract with Turkey. I don't know what more you need to understand. He has his own deal, right? Like, Canelo's not just doing his own thing, and he's not just, going willy-nilly. Turkey Ali gave him a shitload of money for a 4-fight deal. You understand what I'm saying? So it really doesn't matter. Canelo's going to get what he's going to get in his contract. See, that's the plot that people are missing. Whatever Crawford gets has nothing to do with Canelo. It's two separate deals. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's just how it is, man. I don't know what would be a good analogy, but, I guess Super Bowl commercials or advertising, what one company gets doesn't have to do with what another company gets. The people paying for the event, they decide. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Crawford, it's whatever Turkey Al-Sheikh decides that he wants to give him. Canelo has nothing to do with it. He's got his own deal. And cool guy makes a good point. Bud accepted it. He signed the contract. Canelo, a low IQ Mexican that is employer wanted Craw King to win. And look, man, again, this is not to say that Canelo will win the rematch. We don't know. But I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Manny was the A side against Bradley, still got robbed. Yeah, and in the rematch, he still was. And anytime he lost, he still was the A side. And that's just how it is. It doesn't matter, bro. If the A side loses, and the guy comes back like Lennox Lewis and Hasim Rahman. Lennox Lewis was still the A side. He still had his deal with HBO. Rahman got more money, but he didn't make more than Lennox Lewis. You got to be smoking crack to think that that's how it works. rematch was booked in the original contract. Well, if that's what they're saying is true, then it's already set. So to say that you demand whatever against whatever you signed sounds like Doug talk. Canelo and Manny both out here tripping out here, son. Well, the people are upset. Canelo will win. He's not going to get the chance. And like, Mexican boxing said, or somebody else said, after the fight, oh, Canelo will be scared of the rematch. He don't want it. But now they're shitting bricks that he does. I dropped the link, hit the like. I mean, look, man, I showed you guys with hardcore proof what was gonna happen. I don't know what more people need to believe me, or they want to believe they don't want to believe what their eyes tell them. They know it's close. They know that it'll be a dangerous rematch. And tell Bud to change them gloves next time. The exploding gloves. Canelo should be grateful he gets whatever he gets. Bones, you're not understanding me. He's gonna get whatever he already has agreed to with Turki Al-Sheikh. They already signed a deal. Crawford was part of the deal. Crawford has his own deal. Bud acting like Floyd versus Oscar rematch. Exactly. And Fraud Mayweather did duck the rematch. He retired because that's how, if you have a rematch clause in your contract, you can't do anything else unless the other guy doesn't want it. He's not picking it up. Yeah, man. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but he's not understanding that Canelo has his own deal, bro. He's Nike. Terrence is Reebok. They have their own commercial at the Super Bowl, right? Like it's two separate things. Or baseball pays Nike, basketball plays Reebok. They all have their own deals. And then if they come together for a bigger event, they don't negotiate with each other. They negotiate with Turkey's the event. He's the guy that puts the event on. Canelo has nothing to do with Crawford and vice versa. So all this is just jive talk. It's propaganda to hustle you. Nah, he's not, bro. He's chill. Everybody, look, man, this is why we have the talk. You're a fanboy, Eric Gomez, shameless. Look, man, we're going to disagree, and that's fine. That's why we do it. I dropped the link if you want to hop on. But, I called it, man. Let me run this real quick.
On down, bro.
And let's
one bag's a purse, the other's a duffel bag.
Yo, what dates did Floyd take over?
I don't know.
May and September.
The Mexican dates. That's the ones he fought on.
Those were Floyd's dates.
And say, listen, bro, salute to you. Thank you for the opportunity. I want to return the opportunity, by the way. You're welcome. Let's not get too out our own skin, because I am the undisputed champion who spanked you, right, in Las Vegas in an Allegiant Stadium in front of 70,000 plus people. So I'm going to show you the love you showed me and return a favor to you. Stay in your lane. Be humble. Don't get out of your character, because I don't need you like that.
Come on now, brother.
And let's.
So the day Canelo signed to Turkey, he sold his A-side for that bag. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to get any less money. That's what that guy, the fake coach, tried to say. Oh, Canelo needs to take less. No, that's not how it works. He signed his own deal. Look, we're going to disagree, some of us, but, it's just, A-side doesn't go off who wins. It goes off who brings in more money, and fans, and Canelo still brings the money, collision, conversation. Yeah. But again, even at that, they both have different deals. This is not like HBO where they're fighting over a pot of money. There's one guy, Turki Al-Sheikh, that is put on the event, and he decides, he signs the contract. Do you see what I'm saying? It's different entities. It's Nike and Reebok. It's Coke and Pepsi. They have their own deals, and they don't conflict with each other. One doesn't affect the other. But if Terrence Crawford really is that star, drop your Discord, sir. I don't know. I will drop the Discord. No nervous energy is reality blaze. Look, man, I know I think people are upset on both sides, right? People are upset at Canelo Alvarez, but he wants the rematch. He's invoking the rematch clause. And again, if it's so easy, then bet the house. Why wouldn't you want, if it's so easy, hit the like. If it's so easy, then why wouldn't you want to get the rematch and knock Canelo out? Put him out of his misery, end his career, and Canelo once and for all. Because that's what they want, right? They want him gone. They want Cain Crawford to sit on top, but he's old. What is Eddie Reynoso gonna do? Nothing. You know, it's his ride or die, man. You gotta just go with what you got. Turkey is putting up the money for both guys. Exactly. It has one doesn't affect the other. You know what I'm saying? It's not a marriage where if you take something, the other person has less. That's not what's happening. If it was the situation, then maybe I guess you could say Canelo takes less. But Canelo Alvarez has his own deal. I keep saying it. If he wants a rematch, he needs to bring the best game plan. I agree. You're right, but Turkey still has to recoup the money as investing partners like other promotions. Is not just his money signing the checks, but he already has a contract. So they're both locked in. That's why you sign a contract, right? You sign the contract to protect everybody. When you sign a contract, you protect your own investment. So Canelo could say, look, if I lose to Crawford, I may make less money, but that's why I'm going to sign a contract to lock a deal in. The deal's locked in already. So Turkey says, hey, I'm going to pay you this much now so I don't have to pay you more later, because if you win, I'll probably have to pay you more. But you sign what you agreed to. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they're both free. Crawford can retire. Canelo can retire. All Canelo has to say is get paid. Turkey holds his money. You're just pandering to delusional fanboys now, Frank. No. How am I pandering to delusional fanboys? I'm just telling you the reality of the situation. Pandering is saying that Canelo should do. I don't know what pandering would be. I don't do it. But pandering to me is excusing Bud Crawford for demanding $100 million. That's pandering, if you ask me. Hit the like. No, I want to see the fight. Pandering would be you don't want to see the fight. In my opinion, I want to see the fight. I'm just not understanding why people don't want to see it. Why, if Crawford fans, Snacford fans are so positive that he knocks out Canelo, then it would be easy. Crawford deserves whatever he asked for. Well, that's where we disagree. I don't think. Look, you can ask for whatever you want. Motion, I don't know, man. Who knows, man? It could be bots. I don't know. But, we're just talking boxing, man. That's all it is. Just talking boxing. I dropped the link. Hit the like. I hope you guys enjoyed your turkey, your Black Friday. Hope you didn't get no fights. Fighting over a toaster oven or a TV that'll be outdated in a year. You know what I'm saying? The holidays are approaching fast. It'll be Christmas in no time. You got you hit the like, Grady Hill. You got Pitbull, which we'll do upcoming days. Pitbull versus Lamont Roach. At the end of the month, and Nui versus Picasso. But I just wanted to come on and bust the news. What everybody's saying. These guys, the blue snots and the fake coaches, saying Crawford could do what he wants. No, look, you said watch happen. Bud is not fighting again. I don't know. If he's talking retirement, then I think he's going to retire. And they'll glaze him and then they'll glaze him and they'll massage his balls and they'll wash his ass and lick his boots, and say he right off in the sunset. I think he's a fraud personally. I don't even have him on my pound for pound. Who knows what Canelo's going to do? Well, obviously we know what he wants. He wants the Crawford rematch. But if Crawford doesn't, or he goes another way and he's allowed to, who knows what he's going to do. They get mad when anyone say Bam Bam going to beat a Nui. Word on the street. Who's they? They don't want to see Bam beat a Nui? I'm not following. Sometimes, I'm hard. Sometimes I don't have the brain capacity to follow sometimes, Canelo signed his guaranteed purse. Crawford needs better negotiating if he's whining. Exactly. Pounds, you get it now. Exactly, you get it. Typical. Yeah, look, man, we're not all gonna agree. There's beef in these streets, but that's fine. That's why we talk, man. People are pissed at Canelo. I get it. I'm upset at Canelo Alvarez. I was like, damn, man, he could have did more. And maybe Crawford is the better fighter. What I seen is he's the better runner. He threw like 300 jabs and 500 jabs and landed like a pathetic 9%. Eric Cross hit the like. Crawford dominated. See, here we go with the domination. These brain dead, delusional propagandists. Canelo did nothing in the first fight to get me to care. Well, see, you're just afraid. Do you see the false sense of security? Do you see the tactics? He wants to say Crawford dominated, right? He's the one. Oh, he'll knock Canelo out next time. But nah, I don't want to see it. It's just like my cousin that said these dimes, these 8, 9s, and 10s were easy. Well, let's go talk. Let's go pick them up. Nah, I don't need to show you. He felt it was like a competition, right? Frank is saluted times a billion. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? He felt it was a competition. So rather than him lose to me, which I didn't see as a competition, I needed a wingman. He's seen it as a competition, like, oh, I can't get turned down in front of Frank. So they don't want to see him lose because it'll ruin them. It'll ruin Christmas. Frankie, these same people said Bud was going to beat Canelo easy the first time and KO him too. But did they bet the house on it? Salute. Thank the bank. Salute. Solo Dolo. Thank you. They're puppets. They're more than puppets. They're zombies. Because they talk. They walk. They look just like us. But inside, there's nothing going on. Your cousin sound. He's a weenie. He's the same thing these Bud Snacford fans are doing. Yeah, he KOs them. He dominates them. But we don't need to see it. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how that works? This is not my cousin. Man, you know what pissed me off? I didn't care that he didn't want to, that he was afraid, but he used to tell me that he was better. Like, man, I get bitches all the time. Frank, you don't get no bitches. I pull these bitches easy. That's what he used to tell me. Like what they're saying with Snacford, it's gonna be easy. He said, man, Frank, it's easy to pull these bitches. I get bitches all the time. I pull them easy. All right, well, let's go do it. We're in the club. Nah, I don't need to show you. Exactly. That's what it sounds like to me. But look, man, these guys, Canelo, Montravius, Canelo fans, you guys ready to feel the black man? You guys are hilarious. What power? You got none. You have no power here. You're delusional. That's what you like to hear, but not here. See, if you had power, then we'd bend the knee, but we don't. You're just delusional. You want to believe in some fake sense of security and superiority. All these Bud sexuals are saying Nello dug David, but won't keep that same energy. But yeah, he doesn't want to stay in that division. He doesn't even want to defend undisputed. Look, man, we cook. I dropped the link. Hit the like. Exactly. That's what I'm telling these guys. Hamilton, Montre, bet the house then, motherfucker. Exactly. Bet the house. Bet the motherfucking house. Or at least a couple checks if you work. You know what I'm saying? Or bet your mama's house. Bet your baby mama checks. I want to see it. Because we know you don't buy the fights. You know you don't support. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's easy to expose these guys. You know what I'm saying? But look, I said it first, man. I've been cooking. And, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see as the story. Because it's just a story, man. It's a story that unfolds. Lord Chilaquiles, hit the like. We're going to see more. Could it be a fake retirement? Is he just playing a fraud May runner? Is it just negotiation tactics? But we do know one thing. It's just like with Virgil Ortiz. We know one person wants to fight. Canelo wants to fight. He's invoked his rematch clause, and the other side is scrambling. And like I said, you know what I suspect? It's just a theory. The Canelo's catching this motherfucker slipping. What I say when people told me to pull up on the suckers? Yeah, bet the trap house. Salute Impala. I said, bro, you catch him slipping. You catch him slipping, right? And that's what I think Canelo's doing. He's like, okay, he's playing like, yeah, he won. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Boom. Crawford gets the news. Oh, he wants to fight in May. He wants to, or in April or March. Oh, shit, I don't have enough time. Crawford is shitting his pants like, shit, man, I don't have enough time to do what I need to do. Yeah, well, we want to see it. You know, it's a dirty business. If Bud stands were so sure it's an easy win, they wouldn't care Bud money. They'd say fight and bet the house so they can win more Bud. Exactly. Those are the facts. I got to pin this. Let them know. That's what I've been saying. Bet the motherfucking house. Just tell them that. Bet the fucking house then. Bet your mama house. Bet your granny house. Bet your baby mama house. Or at least bet a year's worth of pay stubs. You know, don't hide behind, oh, he KOs him easy like my weenie cousin did. I don't need to show you. It's called a false sense of security. But with that, man, I think we've been cooking. No takers, but I want to salute everybody that's been through Bones, Solo Dolo, Eric Gomez, Du Matador, More BC, Cool Guy, John Blaze, Pounds, all the real ones, Ketchinge, Montravius, Joam. You know, I don't know what happened, man. I wanted to smoke. I'm like Canelo, I want that smoke. And these guys are talking about we don't need to show you. Do they? Doesn't look like it. Who's on top? A Japanese and an Eastern European. I will, man. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I don't know everything, bro. Just go to BDA. Go to BDA. Hit me in my click on me and send me a DM, and I'll send you an invite. That's how you could do it. Salute BDA Boxing. Go like and subscribe to him. But go in BDA Discord. It's always up, and you can jump in. Just in his class. What? You make no sense, Montravius. But yeah, man. I want to thank everybody. Hit the like. We're gonna run it up. Let's see what happens in the future. More news coming. Pitbull, Lamont Roach, Davina Hankey, Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia. Let me just play my. I'm gonna leave on this.
And say, look.
If this is what, just listen to this shit. Listen to this shit, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm out. Peace.
They're not retards. They fucking Ryan Garcia. Fuck Bill Haney. You just fuck the whole. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all y'all. Tackle Austin. Crazy.
What the fuck is this you're talking about?
This may work with that dumbass sitting next to me, but it wouldn't work with me.
There's nothing a racist Mexican hates more than being checked and exposed by a white person. There's a lot of Mexicans out there like Ryan Garcia that wish they were white. They aspire to be white. And a lot are condoning and supporting the racist cheater.
That's where they're coming from, dog. Peace.